Oh my god, what if they hate it?
Well, hello there. Sam is here, dear watcher, and doing something today that I said I was going to do, and just need to jump in and do it because, dang it, I'm a professional. So, couple things. You might notice the audio quality is immensely better. While I do use a Rode mic for my camera, and I love my the Rode mic, it does a great job for purposes of something like this, like readings. I'm using my voiceover microphone, so you're gonna hear a little. This is my Blue Ember. I love this microphone. It is new for me, and it's beautiful, wonderful, sleek, and kind of sexy, and just like, I just love talking into it. So I'm using my voiceover microphone for this, and if this works out, I might use it for all of sort of my sitting here, stuff. I haven't done the import audio, match audio to your video thing in a very long time, so we'll see how this goes. Moving my viewfinder because my boyfriend keeps telling me to stop looking at the viewfinder because I'm like, everything needs to be in focus. Is everything in focus? And I'm always checking, so I'm not looking at you, which I should be looking at you because you're nice enough to be here, so you deserve my undivided attention. However, as I'm reading, I'm going to be looking over this way a little bit. So today I'm going to be reading 3 stories. So the first one is one of my earlier Stark Story Snack Tales, one of my earlier flash fictions. So I'm going to read 2 of those, one of my older ones, one of my newer ones, and I'm going to read a never before heard by the world monologue that I wrote, and I'm excited about. So let's get it started. So this is called Man's Best Friend by me. And if you hate it, please don't say anything. I'm sensitive. And this was also inspired by my dog, Essie, who's right here. It was a crisp fall day. Some leaves were crunching under my boots while others floated up as my dog ran through the piles. Walks were a part of our daily routine. So was keeping Ellie from chasing rabbits and squirrels. I spotted a couple of the bushy-tailed critters ahead and got Ellie's attention on me so we could pass by them without incident. Ellie didn't seem interested in them anyway. Weird. In fact, she seemed damn near scared of them. Our paths crossed with the squirrels. Ellie was glued to my side, as close as she could be without tripping me. The small pests stared down at us, chattering. Very eerie feeling came over me. As we neared our front door, Ellie started pulling in another direction, and I let her take the lead. Oh, maybe she needed to pee again, I thought. Ellie stopped at the car. She put her paws on the door and then barked at me. Her big brown eyes were pleading with me to get in. Well, Ellie, I have been meaning to visit Mom. I knelt down next to her. What do you say we get packed up and take a long weekend and go visit your dog, Grandma? Ellie hopped on me and licked my face. A few hours in the car, and we were at my mother's, sitting on the couch. Ellie snuggled between us, happy as a clam. The next morning, I pulled out my computer. Opening my browser, and my local news came up as default. And the headlines were astonishing. Squirrels decimate neighborhood. Bombs dropped. No survivors. I looked up from my screen, mouth agape. I made eye contact with Ellie, and she tilted her head wisely, wagged her tail. Always trust your dog. All right, so that's tale 1. And that's something I agree with. Always trust your dog. Your dogs are awesome. Oh no, did I just close? No, I didn't. Ha! Alrighty, and we're back. I had to cook and eat dinner, and then we decided to go get ice cream. I got caramel chocolate cheesecake, so it's an ASMR channel now. Yeah, anyway. All right, so we are back, and I'm going to be reading to you All popes go to heaven between bites of ice cream. Which is not great for your voice. So it actually seizes up your vocal cords. Cold things do, so that's not great, but hopefully, I'll make it through. And then if you hear what you think is a truffle pig, it's my dog. Right, Essie? Her nickname is Truffle Pig. Okay. Bells rang over Italy. See? Bells rang over Italy. Bells rang over Italy. The burial procession was completed, and the new pope would be announced in the days to come. The now deceased pontiff viewed the procedures through veiled eyes until the image faded and a new one took its place. Breathless in awe, he walked towards the entrance of a gold and pearl portal. Tears in his eyes welled and spilled down his cheeks. He reached out to touch the everlasting gate, eternity at his fingertips. "Who goes there?" a voice asked from behind him. The Pope turned around to see a figure walking towards him. The body belonging to the voice was now between the former Bishop of Rome and the gate. "Those are some long robes. That won't work for you in there." The man in front of the Pope was barely wearing any clothes at all. He had a deep skin tone and a small but ornate headdress. "Okay, let's go down the checklist here," said the man. "I see you have your jewelry. That's quite an impressive ring. Did you bring any food with you?" No, the Pope answered. Okay, I see you don't have anyone with you. Will they be here soon?" "Will who be here soon?" So you're by yourself. What's going on down there? All right, moving along. Do you have your canopic jars? There should be 4, the guard asked. What? No, what's going on? What is the meaning of this? The Pope's frustration rose. Look, you seem like a really important guy, so I'm very surprised you don't have any of this stuff with you. Were you at least mummified? The Pope stared, dumbstruck. I'll take that as a no. Okay, without the proper gear, the best we can do is place you as a teacher or something for one of the pharaohs. I'll hook you up with a non-murdery one. Your afterlife will be just fine. The guard gave the Pope a linen garment. He was eternally grateful that it was more clothing than what the guard had on. You can go over there and change. I'll get someone to take you to your new home. The Pope walked away, confused. Michael! I'm gone for 5 Earth minutes, and you're dressed like an Egyptian guard giving wrong information? And to the Pope, no less? The angry man stormed towards Michael, snapped his fingers, and his visage went back to normal. Wings unfolded wide, like a long stretch first thing in the morning. Come on, Peter, it is so much fun messing with the Catholics. Michael smiled, and Peter ran after the Pope. Mr. Pope, sir, you don't have to change into that. I always thought that one was funny. I love that one. So that is All Popes Go to Heaven. And then there's more jumps in this one than the first one because I am eating something cold and it does seize up your speaking and it actually gums up your mouth more when you have sugar. So I'm a super pro, I promise. And it's melting, so I'm just trying not to let it get anywhere. Oh, that is so good. All right, so this is a never heard before monologue that I'm really excited about. This is called 3 Immortal Idiots. So here we go. Look, my friends over there, Jake and Dave, are idiots. I'm no better if I'm being honest. We got ourselves in quite a pickle. It all started when I came over with passes I'd gotten from work to see this new exhibit at the Natural History Museum. All newly unearthed artifacts from China. The coolest part was they believed that they found an old potion bottle, and it is said to contain an elixir for everlasting life. I had to beg Jake and Dave to go with me. Like, come on, guys, a little culture and education never hurt anyone. And they finally said yes. We got to the museum and were standing right in front of the jar that had the potion in it. There was a stir behind us. People started running, screaming, and panicking. Suddenly, there was a team of people with guns surrounding us and the exhibit. Like, they told us to get on our knees, and we did. One person broke open the display, picked up the ancient jar, and uncorked it, and a sweet smell filled the space. The man was about to put the jar to his lips, and he was stopped. Oh, maybe we should let someone else try it. Could be poison. Remember, it's a legend. The guy that held the jar looked at us, handed Jake the bottle, and commanded him to drink. He took a swig. Then I did. Then Dave. We all waited a minute. The juice may have smelled sweet, but it tasted sour. I felt a tingling spread through my body. We all waited, and when nothing happened, the guy tried to take the bottle back from Dave, but he smashed it on the ground instead. Infuriated, the dude shot all three of us. Just pumped us full of lead. And they left the museum when they heard sirens. 3 of us laying on the ground, pretending to be dead. The bullets pushed themselves out of our bodies. It would seem not only could we live through a spray of bullets, we could heal quickly from them as well. We hightailed it out of there. Look, I won't bore you with the years upon years upon years upon years upon years of life after that. I'll just say we didn't need food. We healed from every injury. We've been in several relationships. We've split up for a while, sick of life and one another. But we always kept in some sort of contact. As technology got more and more sophisticated, it got harder to keep changing identities every life cycle. I've been so many people I've lost count. Every new name I take, I always remind myself of my original name, Sarah Rose Stratford. It kept me as grounded as I could be during billions of years of life. Then the day came. Sweet release. The sun was going to supernova. Jake, Dave, and I met up. We started this together, and we're going to end this together. We held hands tightly, faced the wave of heat and light bearing down upon us. Rest, peace, death. Finally. Next thing we knew, we were still holding hands, floating in space among the rock and debris that used to be planet Earth. Look, don't even ask me how our clothes stayed intact. By all accounts, it should have burned off. One of the simplest things in the universe. Death. And we couldn't even achieve it. Look, we tied ourselves together with our shoelaces. The last thing we wanted to do was get separated in the vast vacuum of space. There was no way to tell how long we floated around for. Saw a lot of cool things. Bright, beautiful nebulas, galaxies, asteroid belts. It was like a scene out of a Doctor Who episode when he's showing off the universe to his companions. Anyway, we got caught up in a gravitational pull and crash landed here, where I'm talking to you, little alien caterpillar, munching on a flower that looks like something straight out of a Tim Burton film. I should go help the guys build our shelter. Looks like this is our new home now. The new home for 3 immortal idiots. As we worked on the house, we could hear the munching of the caterpillars all around us. It was oddly comforting, like grasshopper songs on summer evenings. We built our beds out of overgrown flower petals and what looked like huge palm leaves and got some sleep. The quiet, consistent munching sound lulling us into darkness. I sprang out of bed at the sound of my alarm. Looked disoriented at first, memories of space, caterpillars, and munching sounds just fading quickly. Completely gone when my feet hit the carpet. My bedroom came into focus. Tickets to the museum on my nightstand. I stood, sleep still pulling at my body. I began my morning routine and went to meet up with Jake and Dave as planned. Look, they were relieved and thankful when I told them we didn't have to go to the exhibit if they really didn't want to. I told them I wasn't that interested anymore. We got breakfast at the cafe near the museum instead. In the middle of enjoying our pancakes and eggs, the streets filled with police and news vans, the cafe owner turned on the local station, and a well-dressed woman informed us that the prized possession of the exhibit has been stolen. Look, they showed footage of 3 masked individuals breaking some glass, chugging the contents of the ancient jar, and they escaped. "Oh man, can you imagine if that legend was real? How cool would it be to have everlasting life?" Dave went on and on about stuff that what he would do with literally all the time in the world. And I chimed in, I don't think that would be all that fun, guys. It's a curse more than anything. No one truly wants to live forever. All right, so that is 3 Immortal Idiots. That is my writing so far. Please be kind. And let me know if you want me to do something like this again. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.